Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you are. I hope you're feeling loved and blessed, and I hope you're safe. Before we get started, I just want to say we've all heard, lately in the news about Cesar Chavez and Dolores Huerta. And I just want to first say before I get started that I think we all should be holding her name up with some dignity and respect and not use it for our own means and whatnot. But most of all, holding the situation up with some dignity and respect, and not dissecting it in any way, shape, or manner. Um, let the universe deal with that. So, with that being said, um, we hold her name up with honor and respect. Okay, so let's get into it. It is March 22nd, 2026. It's Sunday. Okay, I've already gone on like two walks. It's beautiful outside. Get outside, get that fresh air, get that spring. It's beautiful. I made me a little spring smoothie. Um, yeah, get out there. The sun is in Aries, the moon is in Taurus. Um, the moon is in its waxing crescent phase. It is 29.9% visibility right now. This InnerG makes it an ideal time for focusing on stability, comfort, and practical grounding activities. Like I said, going outside, easiest thing you can do, go outside, get some fresh air. And pursuing financial or creative goals. What do you want to do? You want to make some money on that? You know what I'm saying? The organs, okay, influenced by the Taurus moon are your neck, your larynx, your throat, vocal cords, thyroid glands, tonsils, and for you men, your Adam's apple. Okay. Probably a good idea to use your fifth chakra oil. That's the center of your throat. Okay. I smell like my chakra oil, but I usually go in blindly and I say, you know, I let the chakra oils decide what chakra oil I need, and I just pick it blindly. And today, the fourth one came out was the heart, and that is very true. Love of life, self, and unconditional love. Experiencing life through the lens of love, like for Dolores Huerta, and the wisdom that comes with that. Seeing the situation through the lens of love. Okay. All right. We're going to go over the spread that I chose. And this is being that the sun is in Aries. Okay. And if you want to learn how to find this stuff out too, um, did I write that? I think I wrote it down yesterday. A really, really good website. Let me find it in my notes really quick for you if you would like. Astroseek.com. Really, really great website for resources. Okay. There was another one. Um, my daughter, I need a booklet. My I went through my other one. I had one, and now I'm just using paper. I can't seem to see it, but my notes there a lot. Okay, I researched homework. All right. But that one, astroseek.com, is that one's really good. Finding out like your moon, uh, everything, moon, horoscope, cycles, whatever. Okay, so but not the tarot spreads, but there's websites for that too. If you would like, leave me a comment below if you want me to like leave that kind of information. So if you want to learn tarot for yourself, you could do this at home in your kitchen like I'm is. Okay, so let's go over this spread. Okay, this is 6 cards. Okay, this is called the Emperor's Domain. Like I said, The Emperor popped out, and this is what we're doing, the Emperor's domain. This is the Aries. Okay. You see how strong the Aries is? They are coming flying out of the deck. Okay. Get back in here. Okay. We're not ready yet. And Nine of Swords, but we're going to pay attention. Nine is all about compromises, right? Okay. Compassion and spirituality. And as you know, swords are all about those challenging promise, and intellect. Okay. Representing the air energies of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, so let's get back in there. We're not ready for you yet. All right, so this is the Emperor's domain. Okay, and the Emperor's already jumping out of the deck. Okay, all right, all right. We'll blame that one on the arthritis. Okay, the Emperor's spread, like I said, is for the Aries, because like I said, the moon is, excuse me, the sun is in Aries. So card one is what is in disarray, the disorder. That's the disorder. Part one is disorder. What's in disorder? And everything, it seems to be, is in disorder right now. The whole world. All right. Everybody's out there. Mine. All right. Card one. What is in disarray? Okay. And the Emperor's domain. This is about that Emperor's energy, that authority, taking leadership, taking that action, taking that, control of the situation. All right, so that's the energy we're focusing on here. All right, card two, what do I have control over? This is my domain card, my domain. What do I have control over? Card three, what is outside my domain? What is outside of my power? What is outside of my power and control? Card four, something to discard. All right, what boundaries are needed? What to say no to? Could be a person. That's the hardest thing you have to do when you're dealing with somebody that just don't want to pay attention and don't want to listen. And when it's your partner, exhausting, right? All right, been there, done that. Damn near breaking, going around breaking my furniture because he's not getting his way. Great. All right, card five, something to maintain. What needs to be structured and be upkept? What needs structure and upkeep? I'm reading that wrong. What needs structure and upkeep? This is your something to maintain. Card five. Card six, something to protect. What deserves protection? Your heart and mind, soul, and peace of mind. We don't even need tarot to figure that out. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and give it a couple more shuffles with our purpose and intent. And then we'll take it down to the cards because that's what you're here for. Okay. All right. And then we will cut the deck like we cut in the check. Put my name on the dotted line and meet me at the bank. Right? Yeah. Affirm it. Okay. Here it is. All right. Emperor's Domain. Card one. What is in disarray? What is the disorder? What is in disorder? All right. Ace is that new beginnings and potential. Okay. Swords, as we just said, is the air. Okay. Challenges, problems, the way you think, intellect, how you see things, the way you look at it. You know, just trying to make that decision to start. You challenge with that idea of just starting, right? Coming up with that idea, just not getting your ideas in order, okay? Because that's the disorder, okay? Not seeing your potential because you're so in your head, all right? So in your head, you know? Because the way we look at things affects how we feel, right? Because the way you're thinking about yourself or a situation, negative or positive, has that ripple effect. Too much stress, too much negativity, it's going to make you sick, right? Okay. But right now, you got to make that decision. Got to make a choice. You got to learn to make choices. You got to take that challenge that you have, and you're saying, just I can't do this. Well, yes, you can. Okay. All right. You have to see the potential at the beginning, right? You feel like you don't have the potential, and you absolutely have the potential. Okay. It's there. Okay. All right, so let's go on because we're going to come back to one as we go through the cards and then we get more information. Okay. All right, card two is what is the my domain. All right, what do I have control over? Your domain being what do you have control over? This is our collective reading. Okay. What do you have control over? All right. Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Eight, right? Ooh, little in my throat right there. Remember we were saying that the today's affected by the throat. Huh. Interesting. Okay. So eight is about movement, power, and progress. Pentacles, earth, resources, physical things of the body. These are my key words. Okay. Not just for interpretation, but just a key word for me. And what you have control over is your resources. You have control over your body. Okay. You may not have control over your mind. Your mind's all over the place. Okay. Your mind's all over the place. All right. So look at that dagger. All right. Those negative thoughts just that you constantly throw at yourself. Okay. The eight is all about movement, power, and progress. Okay. You got to continue taking care of and controlling, okay, your resources and your health and your sense of well being. Okay. Because Pentacles also represents that sense of well being and grounding. Okay. So you have control over that power, that inner power of being able to ground yourself. Okay. So you'll be able to get yourself into that right frame of mind. It's going to take you some time. Okay. Because whatever this is happening, okay, as we look more into this, we'll see into more of the message. But you are continuing. You have control over your power, over your resources, that being your finances, your sense of well-being, your sense of grounding, um, your health, your physical health and well-being. Okay, you have power over that, and you continue to control that. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to card three, which is outside of your domain. This is going to be what is outside of your power. What is up? Because there's always something outside of our power. There's things that we can control, and there's things that we cannot control. Okay, so what we cannot control, okay, it's still Nine of Pentacles. All right, so this is of the compromise. Okay, and the compassion. Okay, that's not out. That's out of control. You have to have that compassion. Okay, and you feel like you don't, maybe you feel like you don't want to. Okay, but you have to have that you have to continue to have that compassion. All right, for yourself, for your health, for your body, for your resources. And it could mean that you have to compromise your resources, and that's out of your control. You got to spend money to make money, as this is the old saying. I know that one because I'm old. Sometimes you gotta spend money to make money. That's a shitty thing, but that's the way it is. Okay. Sometimes you have, if you want it, you got to invest in it, right? Whatever it is that you want. whatever idea, okay, because the potential's there, okay, remember, all right, you got to make that choice because this is all about new beginnings, all right, whatever that challenging thought you have, whatever that problem is, right, whatever the way of thinking you have, negative thinking you have, has to go, okay, and you don't want to compromise your money, your fit resources, or your body, but you have to. That's out of your control. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay the bills. You got to pay the rent. Okay. But little by little, if you invest in whatever it is you want, you'll get there. It takes time. It'll take time. Everything takes time. But what else do we got? What else do we got? Right? But time. I mean, that's you know. All right. Card 4. Something to discard. What boundaries are needed and what to say no to. All right. All right. We still got that sword. This is the 6 of Swords. All right. 6 is all about communication, problem solving, and equilibrium, balancing things out, right? And we already talked about the swords, the challenges, problem, thoughts, and intellect, the way you think, the way you process, right? The problems that you carry within, the challenges that you have, okay? That air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? Trying to see things from both sides, okay? Remember, this card to me. I shouldn't say remember because I'm telling myself this card to me is also about compromises. Okay, because you see the balance. She's asleep. Okay, on her. Oh, God, I did this last time. I had this card, the swan. The swan. She's asleep on the swan, right? And do we not go within when you have a problem? You just want to sleep it away. Hmm. You just want to crawl in bed and sleep it away. Okay, but you have to communicate whatever challenge is in your mind. You have to get rid of that. You have to say no to holding things in because she's asleep, right? That's holding it in. You understand? Okay. So you got to get rid of that idea, that thought. Okay. That way you think, that intellect, those thoughts, those negative thoughts, those negative thoughts. See these swords down here? Okay. And the secrets. The raven is a very intelligent bird. They carry the wisdom of everything. Okay. So you have to trust your wisdom and you have to communicate your needs. Okay. And problem solve. Figure things out. All right. Write it down. Make a budget. Okay. All right. This was 1, 2, 3. I think I'll put that there. 4. Put 5 up here. All right. Something to maintain. What needs structure and upkeep? I don't know why I keep okay, we're still on Pentacles, baby. All right. You got to take care of your your resources, right? And your physical things and your body, right? That's your sense of well-being, your grounding, your resources, and your health and well-being. All right. Making it, structuring it, stabilizing everything. All right. This can also be and or stagnation, right? And over here, right? She's sleeping on it. Okay. It's too much compromise, too much. Okay, and you can't over compromise yourself. You know, a little on the bills, a little on the investment, whatever it is that you want to invest into. Okay. So to maintain things, to keep the structure and upkeep, is basically your structure card. All right. 4 is about structure. All right. So what to maintain is to stay on your finances. Stay on your finances. Stay on your health, right? Because bad health brings bills too. Okay? Stay on your health, stay on your finances, stay on your sense of well being, grounding yourself. Like I said earlier, go for a walk. I'm gonna go for another walk myself. It's too nice outside to be inside. All right? Stay on that path of structuring things and keeping things stable, creating a budget, and investing what little you can. Like my grandma used to say, drip by drip, you can fill a barrel. Okay? She lived by that. All right, card six, something to protect. What deserves my protection? Your joy. Hello. Sunday card. Sunday. Today's the sun. All right. The universe has given us the strongest message it could today. Protect your joy. Protect it. Protect your joy. Mind your business. Tend to your business. Invest in your business, and your joy is there. All right. Clarity in the sun. All right. All right. Protect your joy. I didn't say it. The chords did. All right. Literally Sunday. Pulling the sun card on the Sunday. Hello. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Talk about cosmic connection, baby. Okay. All right. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go out into the sun because it's a beautiful day. All right. All right. Thanks for checking in, you guys. I'm glad you came by. We're going to close this here. We appreciate the spirits giving the message received. Okay. Get out there, people. Be kind to yourself. Be good to yourself. It takes time. That's even hard for me. It's even hard for me. All right, but we're going to get there. We're going to get there together. Thanks for checking in. I'm glad you came in. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Like I said, we got another subscriber. I'm really happy. I can't wait till we get to 40. We're almost there. I could really push on that subscribe. I'm keeping this on my pace. Organic. Okay. All right. We'll shut this down. I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope you go outside and get some fresh air, get some sun, get some sunlight. I need it. I'm so pale. I talked to did a FaceTime with a friend of mine. He's like, "You're so pale." I was like, "Fuck you." I am though. All right. All right. Like I said, we was gonna end this here. So thanks for stopping by. Thanks for checking in. I appreciate you. Make sure you already know. Stay sassy.